It was the founder of Microsoft himself, Bill Gates, that said, "Content is king." But what are the ingredients to the ultimate viral hit?
Ow, Charlie! Ow!
The key to making a video that is viral is it needs to trigger some sort of visceral response in the person who's watching it. And whether they think it's really funny, whether they're amazed, whether they're outraged. But something needs to happen within them that motivates them enough to actually share it with a friend or with a family member.
The fundamental action here is sharing.
But nothing changes much.
It's people being like, I love this. My girlfriend would love this. Like, I love this thing, I should show it to my mom. You know, like very seldom do people go like, God, this thing made me feel fucking horrible. Let's send it to mom, you know?
Everyone thinks, oh, it's something that connects with people. It's something that makes people laugh. But the thing is, anything could go viral these days.
Sometimes you can be doing something and something can happen that some people can absolutely love.
So I get motion sickness, I don't particularly like heights, and I don't like going upside down. So why on earth have I made one of these?
The recent thing we're making the swing, there's a guy in town, his most memorable moment of the whole 360 project was the bit of gaffer tape stuck to a piece of metal that I held up.
We're gonna get another bit and bolt it on the top, so it kind of, there's a bit of tape on here. Let's take that off.
He loves it. Every time I see him in town, he's like, hey, what about that bit of tape, hey boy? And I'm like, of all the things in that video, you know, the massive swing, all the crazy engineering, the bit of tape stuck to a metal is what you liked about it. And that's just it sometimes. You never know where the gems are gonna come from.
If you're really proud of it and you've put it out there, that's already a success. However, that success is amplified by its reception. Yeah. It's not always about views or number of views. It could be about likes, it could be about positive comments, it could be about, you know, sometimes the videos that we put out actually have a positive impact on people, actually.
Hi guys, and welcome to the internet.
As long as it's genuine, funny, we're having a good time, and they're having a good time. Yeah. Success.
Whether planned or accidental, content creators can rapidly find themselves achieving celebrity status, creating a lasting impression on their audience through their work.
I think one of the coolest things that's come from these films over the years is, you know, getting emails from folk who have been inspired by them. You know, whether that's an email from a school class in Brazil saying that, you know, they've been shown the video and they're going to go out and ride their bikes, or it's from an old guy who's retired and put his, you know, he hadn't ridden for 30 years, but he's going to get back out on his bike.
Check it out.
Definitely sort of drives me to want to make more films.
There are some positive comments that I get where I just think, this is why I do it. Do you know what I'm saying? I get people at meet and greets saying, oh, I have a channel, could you check it out? You were the person who inspired me to do it.
Let's do this. There's whole communities, thousands, millions of them online. You make friends. Loads of our audience have connected with each other all across the world, and us with our audience as well.
We've actually seen people form this wonderfully accepting group, and just through content that we've made and they have as a common interest, and that's just wonderful.
Give me some of that, yes!
As well as positive comments, there are inevitably negatives, with an audience quick to make their feelings clear.
Annoying video with annoying music. Downvoted. Deal with it.
There's a phenomenon on the internet called the online disinhibition effect. When you're not face to face with someone, you don't see them as a real person.
Why? Why?
And that, combined with the fact that you can be anonymous on the internet.
Anonymity, anonymous, and being anonymous.
Means there aren't the social repercussions there normally would be if people saw you behave like that.
What's wrong with you?
Sometimes hating can be just as big a part of your audience engagement as having fans and positive comments.
Fake and gay.
Yeah, that's like, the comment we get
That's the comment we get the most. And of course we get a lot of like, I wish their music were as good as the videos. That comment usually makes me kind of happy because it proves the videos are working. You wouldn't expect everybody in the world to like your band. In fact, the last thing you'd want to make is like music that's like, no one dislikes.
Yeah. We do get our fair share of negative comments every now and then, don't we?
Hold that carrot.
One of my favourites, actually, someone commented saying, I don't mind the chef,
Konnichiwa.
but those two antagonistic fannies really piss me off. I love pudding. I love you.
The haters will hate.
The key is for me, don't find your identity in how people out there in your audience value you. That's a very unstable thing to find your identity in. You're going to be highs and lows the entire time. Someone says something nice, you're like, oh. Then you read a bit like, oh. Someone says something nice, you're like, oh.
Louis' success allows him to travel the world with millions of fans eagerly awaiting his next upload. However, in 2016, he felt the full force of a backlash following a trip to a controversial destination.
Good morning, guys. Today is the day that we fly to North Korea. A massive thing happened where I went to North Korea. People were quite angry that I didn't highlight some of the political problems in North Korea and the human rights violations, and my response was simply that. I'm not an investigative journalist. I don't really do political commentary, and there are other places on the internet you can go to find those kind of things. My channel is highlighting the positives of my day and what I'm up to, and that's just my character, is what my channel's about. It's fun for Louis, it's light-hearted, but I'm aware that, especially with a large audience, you're always gonna rub people up the wrong way, and you're gonna make mistakes and say things that people are gonna get angry about, and it's just part of the territory.
Today, fans are able to enjoy a regular and interactive relationship with cyber celebrities like never before.
Catch you later.
As such, creators are quickly finding themselves in a position of influence, with an audience now looking to them for answers on a wide range of topics and subjects.
Let's do it, let's go.
I think a lot of people online become role models to their audience, and that has always been something that's really scared Rosie and I.
It's one video that I was quite nervous about. I talked about my obsessive compulsive disorder, which I do suffer from time to time.
They call me Rose. Rose CD. I like what you did there, Rose CD. I didn't do it at all. That's my nickname in college.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
People look up to people on YouTube and ask them how to deal with things, and yeah, especially when it comes to us, we've discussed mental health and LGBT issues. You have to be so careful because you have a level of responsibility.
But you can only talk from experience.
Right, because we're not qualified. We're not a therapist. We don't know. Rose, I heard that you're gay.
Does he want to? Correct.
I really feel this responsibility as someone with this big platform and influence to do positive things. I guess whether I like it or not, I am a role model. People look at how I'm using the platform, what I'm doing, what I'm communicating.
The meteoric growth of digital content and its creators has inevitably gained the attention of advertisers. Recognizing the value of online influencers, brands are now working with them to reach new audiences that may be otherwise difficult to connect with.
You get anything, Marcella?
Through these brand partnerships, creators are now able to earn a lucrative income from publishing their videos.
Maybe.
Good luck.
There's a huge range in terms of the amount of revenue that people are able to generate from content creation activities. Most people make nothing.
We are so sorry.
People who really work at it can make a decent living. Some people are making sort of six-figure salaries.
When I first started uploading videos, there was no career in online videos. There was no AdSense program, you couldn't get any money from it, and it was just something that you did for fun.
When I started, I didn't know that people could earn money from the advertising on it. That was never my motive of starting.
Well, my friend.
There's a few different ways to turn this into a job or a career.
Sortedfood.com.
Adverts.
Side adverts and little banner adverts. Maybe there's one like right here, who knows? Oh, I'm in such a good mood. And I look like a sheriff.
The cool stuff you can do for a video because you have some funding to do something a little more interesting than you could if you only had $100 or something.
And then they get to play with it.
When I do sponsored videos, I have two rules. Don't promote rubbish and don't promote anything you wouldn't buy or use yourself.
Now, next thing, what are you wearing, mate? Come on! How many times have I told you? Eh? Look the part, you've got to do the dress!
With a brand deal, obviously you need to allocate more time for pre-planning.
If you're going to advertise something, you may as well embrace it. Just wrap it.
If we have a brand, they obviously want you to say specific things about the product, whatever it is. How am I going to be spontaneous and fun, but somehow talk about this product with both enthusiasm and sex appeal?
We've had enough success enough times that like when we're dealing with brands It's not like this gross negotiation of like, are they buying our souls? Like this is how it works with us, you know? The video is going to be the video for a rock band. If you have a cool product, we will try to make art with your product.
Traditionally, companies would use their marketing budget to pay a production team, a camera crew, and an edit team to go out and create content and then find a way to distribute that. And I think,
what's it all about?
I am the cameraman, the production person, and the edit team, and the distribution all in one. So the platform's just an exciting place to promote things, and for big brands to work with influencers, I think it's definitely the way forward.
Pretty much. You have come to the right place.
We've only had a sort of social media entertainment industry for a few years, so it remains to be seen how sustainable these careers are. But it certainly is one of the new kinds of professional jobs that people are going to have in the creative industries going forward.